Now listening to I Want My Podcast Studios production. And I know you want your damn podcast. Here you go.
I wish I looked like J-Lo.
Hello?
There's no place like home.
Oh my God, I gotta pick my wedgie again.
That's right. We gotta all pick our wedges, everybody. Welcome back to a brand new episode of I Want My Podcast, Love is Blind Edition. I am one of your lovely hosts, Miguel Perez.
I am EJ Edmonds. I'm the other one. Hello, everybody. Kisses for your foreheads for tuning in. If you don't like kisses, high fives for your foreheads. Okay, we're happy you're here. Okay.
Yes,
And,
and go ahead, EJ.
That's
Huh?
a lot. That's a lot to follow.
It is a lot to follow.
Like, how am I supposed to compete with that kind of intro?
You don't have.
Let me explain something to you. You have a crown. We don't have crowns yet. Okay.
Yeah. But listen,
you got the crown, so you can say whatever you want to say. You're like, hello. That's
it's
the
not.
most
It's
distinguished thing.
don't worry about it. It is not up to you. It is up to us to introduce you. So I want to take this chance to introduce the queen of all frauded media, the one and only Katrina.
Welcome.
Fancy. I get noises.
You get noise, you get crown. Yeah, you get crowns, you get noises, you get it all.
I
You
like
get
it. I need to come here more often.
I told you.
I get treated like a
I
queen
told you
here.
today. Mig's been telling you before, but I told you today you need to be coming on here more.
Absolutely, absolutely.
For sure.
And today we're going to be talking about, of course, Love is Blind Season 2, Episode 10. What was the name of the show? The Weddings or something like that?
Weddings.
It was just the weddings.
Just the weddings, right? Because again, I feel like they're not as creative when it comes to titles. We judge the titles here, Katrina, by the way.
Mhm, right.
And
Well, I mean, what don't we judge around here?
well, that is true.
This is what we do it for, to judge.
Yeah, but if we had to, if you could give this a grade, A being the best, A plus being the best, and F being obviously the absolutely worst, what would you give this title for this
The
show?
title, The Weddings?
Episode, yes.
A D.
I mean, are they weddings? Is it even truthful to call this episode weddings?
I mean, that's what you call the thing all these people dressed up and went to.
Yeah, but there weren't
Did you-
actual weddings on some of them,
Touche.
so
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Okay,
Well,
all right, here we go. It was a wedding, but it wasn't a marriage.
Still not a wedding though.
Touche.
Didn't have the ceremony about the joining of one and promises to love and obey and
Yeah.
obey.
All right,
Yeah.
so I think Katrina's going with an F on this one.
Yeah, it's very fair to say. And you know what? I would also have to agree with you. A total F. I wouldn't even give it a D because it is just low hanging fruit at this point. Say, hey, what else would you want to call it? It's like, I don't know, dresses and suits,
They just gave up.
lots of chairs. I'm like, dude, you're not even trying at this point. They're like,
Yeah, they totally just gave up. They were like, fuck it. Who cares?
Yeah. Yeah, that's just
I
another.
forgot we're on YouTube. We can't say those words.
Oh, you can say whatever.
No, you are on I Want My Podcast. You boo boo. Okay.
Say whatever the fudge you want.
Oh,
Yeah, I said
Okay.
fudge. I'm just kidding. I said worse here.
No, we say fuck all the time. Just we this is what
Okay.
it is. We talk like grown folks talk on here.
all right.
Right.
Okay. All right. Not for the little listening ears at 10 p.m.
Hell no, what
No.
little what I almost said little person. What underage person is gonna be watching Love After Lockup anyway? Maybe one of them with their ratchet mama or something.
My stepdaughter.
With your parents. I wouldn't-
Oh, my kid was texting me last night. My baby frauded my 18-year-old.
baby
Uh-huh.
frauded.
I love it.
That's great.
I love it.
He's
Great.
18, but he's been baby frauded for years, right? He was texting me last night about Love is Blind. He's like, "Hey, do you watch the show?" And I was like, "Hell yeah, I watch it." And I just finished binging Love is Blind Brazil, which
Mhm.
as a side note, y'all should watch. Pro
Do it.
tip, take off the English dubbing because it's awful.
Yeah.
Put on the English subtitles and watch it that way. That way you
Oh,
get the
you-
full listening experience, but you don't have to understand Portuguese to be able to watch it. You've got the subtitles.
You just lost half of the crowd right there. They're like, what? Subtitles? Crazy. We don't do that.
So good. There's lots of butts because Brazil, the women's bathing suits.
Everything is butts. Yeah.
Butts. And then I swear to God, every single couple was boning the first night. They weren't even waiting until they got into their bedrooms. I mean,
because
these
that's
people-
Brazil.
Exactly. And I'm really excited because I'm going to watch Love Is Blind Japan next.
I started watching that.
In Japan, their dating culture is so completely different than
Mhm.
ours, and certainly different than Brazil's. So it would be really interesting to see how this plays out.
Yeah,
So-
they actually they pixelate their privates in the porns over there.
Yes, they do.
And
They
don't
do.
that anymore, EJ.
Huh?
They don't do that anymore.
They don't?
No.
I
You got to stay up to date with things, man.
I think it's been a while since I've been looking at Japanese porn then. I'm sorry. I need to get right. I'm so sorry. Let me step my
Clearly, you
game
need
up.
to catch up.
It's changed now. It's just like a regular porn, 10 dudes, 5 octopuses, and 11 women and
That's my
10
favorite.
elephants, and it's just everybody's in a cage fight. It's the same thing. It's just nothing.
Everybody's in a
You're-
cage fighting.
Everybody's in a cage fight.
Yeah. I mean, they do all types of nasty stuff,
think-
but you just can't show genitals. Like, what the fuck? I never understood that out of all the laws you could have. Who pissed somebody off the day that law got signed? Yep, we ain't seeing no dicks in Japan. How about that?
It was probably somebody that made fun of somebody's dick. It's like, well, you got a tiny dick, and he's like, oh yeah,
Right. So he's like, well, nobody's going to see anybody's dick. Then.
Yeah, I'm cutting dicks off for everybody.
it's the law. It's the law.
Oh,
Oh,
So
God.
Man, all
Okay.
right. yeah.
So the weddings.
Yes.
Weddings.
The weddings, there were a lot of ceremonies. They were obviously we were bound to see some disappointments. Some of them we were expecting, some of them we weren't. I definitely felt blindsided by some of these ones, and some of my emotions got broken. Jenna,
Okay,
had
well
to hug me
let's start
tight.
there so we can start the process of healing your trauma.
Let's do it.
Which couple hurt you the most?
Well, I have to say that the one that hurt me the most was obviously Sal and Mallory.
Oh,
Yeah,
because
I
you
love
want to be
them
Sal
both.
when you grow up.
I
I get it. Yeah.
Well, yes, that is what every single Mexican boy, aspires to be when they're little.
Yep. They aspire to
Sing
be.
mariachi to your
Yeah.
girlfriend that you met behind a wall.
That one was absolutely insane.
I just have to take a minute because everyone's like, "Oh, he's saying to you, that's so sweet and romantic." Like, I don't know if I'm just not like other girls in this regard, or if this is just like a propaganda media hype thing. But I don't think it's all that cute when a guy sings. Like, if I was Mallory and like I was just like I had this long day at work and I'm walking and then my boyfriend was standing there singing mariachi to me, I'm like,
What?
really?
See,
No, meet me
see-
with snacks and then we're good. Don't be singing to me. My love language is snacks. So like
See, I agree with you. I do agree with you. I think the singing and everything else is overrated. But when he did it, I felt like we were so caught off guard that it actually hit how it was supposed to hit. Because I was not expecting. We knew he could sing, but we weren't expecting it to just be on the other side of the wall, going, "We're just two peas in the pod," and her going like, "Oh my god, this is insane," and me going like, "Oh my god, this is insane." Like I actually thought that
you
was
felt for
very,
him
very
too?
sweet.
Oh,
Yeah, Miguel was swooning. He was swooning.
oh.
Yeah.
We all fell for it. There's no way
Y'all
that
felt for style.
Yeah, it was nice. It caught us all off guard.
I
But
think that Salvador is one of the most eligible bachelors out right now.
well, we'll get
That
to it.
dude is
We'll get to it.
Yeah,
Right
I know
now,
we'll
Yeah.
get to it.
we need to
So
get
rip
to
the
it from the
band-aid
top.
off. I mean, he just said no. Flat
He-
out. He was like, nope, can't do
Yep.
it.
Yeah, but we'll get to it eventually. We're gonna start from the very, very top.
Oh,
We're gonna
okay.
start with the very first ceremony that happened, the one that we all thought was gonna be the fucking craziness of craziness. And they left us with the ultimate cliffhanger, right? With Nick, whether he was saying yes or no, right?
Right.
EJ, do you want to take the lead on this one?
Yeah, absolutely, dude. Absolutely. All right, so he's so they catch up where we left off last episode. So
Yeah.
basically he's still at the altar, he's still sweating like Shane trying to hit a baseball, right?
That was crazy. That was
Oh
crazy
my-
amount of sweat.
Who
Yeah.
decided to put these men in these kinds of suits in Chicago in what is clearly the middle of summer? Like, are they just trolling them at this point?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Like it sure feels like it.
okay,
I think it
continue,
looked like
please.
he was looking like he got caught in the rain. It's like, would you run here? Like, you all right? Yeah.
Oh,
And then
yeah,
again,
no.
the question comes out, do you, Nick, take this crazy ass woman to be your lawful wedded wife? Right. And I like, this is the part, like he said, because he said before, he's like, I have no question who I'm supposed to be with.
Yeah.
And he says yes. You remember, we basically at the end of the episode, we were both like, hell no.
No, dude.
It was like, this ain't happening.
Because if exhausting was a
Yeah.
person,
Yeah.
it's Danielle.
And
Oh,
did-
okay. I won't skip ahead to what I learned today.
and like I said, like her whole thing about her, it just felt like it was held together by tape, and everything was falling apart. And she's like, "Nope, I grabbed that, put some tape on it, and piece it together." And it was falling apart as she
Nick,
approached the wedding.
even she was surprised.
Everybody was.
He was
surprised.
Everybody was
when he was like,
surprised.
when he was like, I do. She's like, word, you do?
Wait, you do? Wait, what?
Yeah.
It was shocking for sure. It was very shocking.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was and it wasn't, right? Because like they set it up. I think the editors did a really good job. I think I gotta give the editors a hand for the work that they did, because of the way that they set up each couple.
Mhm.
Made it for real cliffhangers and some real actual shocks, actual
Yeah.
surprises
Yes.
at the wedding. So I'll give them props on that. And I think that they did a really good job setting up this, I mean, the editing can only work with what they have, right? So if you're acting a certain way, that's what they're going to work with. So it's not like she's not crazy, because she legit is certifiable. But I think that they played this up really well to be like, he's frustrated with her being so insecure all the time and like literally making shit up out of thin air all the time, that he's just going to get frustrated and leave. And we've all seen enough seasons of Married at First Sight to know that never ends well, right? When you
Touche.
have that kind of dynamic, it doesn't end well. So
Yeah.
I think we were all expecting that to implode at the altar. And so when he said yes, it was a genuine shock. They did well on that and cliffhanging.
Wouldn't it be fun if it was like, wait, no, I meant no. I don't know what I was. I'm sorry. I just what she said. I'm sorry. No, I meant no.
I meant no.
It's like, oh, you can't take it back, bro. You're here in front of God.
No take backs.
Yep.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah, this on TV now. This is the number 3 show on Netflix right now. You ain't taking this back. Right?
Are you sure? Because like, no, dude, sorry.
Yep.
Lay to bed now. Fucking sleep on it.
Man,
As long as it's not broken.
I feel
no,
so
All the
bad for
broken
him.
furniture.
Bro, his life is gonna be so stressful.
Yeah.
He just upended his whole shit, and he seems like a pretty organized dude. This man got OCD, and she has blow up instruments.
Yeah.
She
Oh, I know the fake ass instruments.
whole
She's got
rock
rock band set up in the living room.
Yeah.
That was great when my kid was 4.
Yeah, it's like, you are a grown ass woman, Danielle, and then Nick is 36. He ain't got
He
time
acts
for that
like
shit.
he's 54.
He's a nosy bitch. I love him. Like, he's so nosy. We should get Nick on the podcast.
No, we should get Drunk Nick, because Drunk Nick is like a high school girl who loves
Who's
gossip.
poking everybody and walks around to all the couples.
Yeah, because if you bring regular
Stir in the pot. What
you
color
were
ring did you
to-
want, Mallory?
Yeah, he was just awful with everybody.
Hey, Salvador, go over there and listen to what Mallory's saying to Jared right now. Seriously, just go over there and listen.
Yeah, like I heard your name. Just fucking say something. Say something.
I heard Salvador feels like, I want to go home.
Poor dude was in the bird. He was crying.
God.
He's gonna go home.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So after that, they go off as a newly married couple and talk. And he did say that it was down to a game time decision. He didn't know if he wanted to do it. And, Danielle, they cut to her and she's like over the moon happy and rambling. And you can hear like bursts of crazy coming out. She's like, oh my God, I'm so happy. This is what love is supposed to look like. She did. It's like, you crazy.
That is that I don't even know how to describe that woman anymore. I think we already did plenty
Just
of times.
exhausting. She's just exhausting.
Yeah.
I got to a point that by the end of the season, no, I felt bad for her. I just thought she was a complete nutcase. Then it got to a point I felt bad for her.
Really?
Yeah.
She was that bad off that she
it was just
she
like,
can't help it, and it's not her fault.
yeah, because you got to think about like people are born not knowing a goddamn thing. This got downloaded into her somehow. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so I think we're thinking it's Wendy because Wendy's a nut also. So we're thinking when she was like a little fat girl that Wendy was like clowning her for being fat or something like that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It came from somewhere. Definitely came from somewhere.
Right. She's clearly got a lot of insecurity. I understand that because of, where she came from and, and she's really, really hung up on this. Oh my God, I lost all this weight. My life should be amazing now. But she didn't do the work up in here, up in her head. Right. Like that is not going to be a fix for you're crazy if you're crazy is inside you. You know what I mean? It's not just an external thing. Hey, that's great. If she wanted to lose the weight and she lost the weight, she feels good about herself. Hey, more power to her, but she still has to do the work inside on herself.
She need to smoke. She need to smoke weed or something. Dude, like I think if Danielle smoked weed, she'd probably be okay.
Be all right.
She can sit there like Nick will say some normal shit that people don't usually get mad at, and this is where she like flipped the switch, and she's like, you know what? Fuck it. That was kind of funny, dude. Whatever. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get it medical in her case.
I guess, but somehow, look. That's all we got for their wedding. Congratulations to them. All right.
Yeah, the world's broken.
That. I would have, if I was a betting man, I would have bet that Nick was going to be like, no, I can't do this with you.
That's why I thought he was sweating so much, because in his head he was going like, just say no, yes, fuck, like, oh shit, I gotta be with this person for the rest of my life, and she keeps saying that, and then she keeps making those weird noises, like, I don't know what to do, like, I can't even alphabetize all her fucking problems. This is insane. I can't do this, and this dude just fucking drenched in sweat. It is crazy out here for Nick.
Yeah. Oh man.
Wow.
Yeah. That's all we got for them. All right, you ready to keep it moving to the next one, Meg? And
yes, sir.
I'm mad I bit on that first one because I would have loved to talk about this one.
Well, please.
This one had the feel good moment of the episode in it, but go ahead. Let's talk about Sheep Tea. Let's talk about it.
Sheep Tea.
And the possible title too, EJ. It's one of the strong contenders for title of the episode. So so as you guys remember, we saw Deep Tea, and she looked beautiful without the makeup. When she walked in, I was like, God damn it, this woman is gorgeous.
I'll say it now, the most beautiful.
Yes,
the most beautiful.
Yes.
I would agree.
Right?
I would agree.
So as she makes her way in, I started thinking to myself, okay, we need to remember one thing. This woman is walking in thinking to herself, because like last episode she said, I need to tell Shake how I feel. I feel like he's been taking control of everything, and I have nothing to I just haven't said anything, right? So I feel like I need to take control of my life too, which I think she definitely did on this episode.
Just the foreshadowing that we didn't, I wouldn't have guessed up until that point. I wouldn't have guessed what happened. I would have guessed she would have. I don't want to spoil it. Do I want to spoil it?
No. It's okay. You can say
we here, baby girl. Look, we here. We drove to this destination. We can get out and play now. Like this is how we. Yeah, absolutely. Talk about it.
But she says no. She's not going to marry him, and I'll let you, reenact it because that was a beautiful, beautiful moment. But I would not have guessed up until that moment of foreshadowing. I would not have guessed that she was going to say no.
I kind of felt it. I felt it though. I kind of felt like that was the thing. Because one of the things that you have to look at in situations like that, especially Deepti's parents, that's like that's elite level marriage you're looking at right there, or at least on the surface.
Right.
You think she's gonna settle for EDM DJ who whose first question to everybody he met in the pause was, "Is you fat?"
Yo, girl, how fat are you?
Yeah,
Can I
you
put
know
you
what
on
I'm
my
saying?
shoulders at a concert? No, I'm a dick. Well, I don't want to. I don't want to talk to you
I
anymore.
drive a Tesla.
Yeah. Um, I gotta say though, EJ, and this is funny that we because we talked about him so much. I don't feel like we talked about her from her perspective, right? Because you also got to think about this, the kind of pressure that she's dealing with. Now, everybody's talking about how Shake is an idiot if she don't choose her. Right, everybody's saying like this is the perfect girl. This is the your parents love her, we love her, you love like you should love her, but we're not thinking about her. Like, what does she want to do? And like she said on the last episode, oh, I gave him too much control and I'm just going along with it. And in a way, it's like she gave in into an arranged marriage where the entire world is going, yeah, go for her. But it's like, yeah, but what does she want? And she's like, well, actually, that's a good question. Because I also date blonde dudes. I don't want to fucking date this guy. We just seem so perfect together. Our families like each other. We have the same values. We grew up the same. Everything just seems to be pointed into the right direction for us. But I actually don't fucking like this guy. He's kind of a dick.
Yeah,
His
and
only job.
he totally was. And I think that they were giving him. Whoa! Why am I getting echo here?
Yeah, I was hearing it a little bit too. Let me see.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You don't
Maybe
hear
I'm
me,
just yelling too hard.
bro? I don't know. Like I'm trying to figure out if it's me here.
I got it too.
Oh, ooh. Maybe it's me. I'm getting too excited. I'm just yelling.
But we're allowed to, y'all. This is what we do these for.
Yeah, it just came on all of a sudden.
So, despite all of this, I think it's fair to say, EJ, that yeah, it didn't end well. You know, his parents talked to him, and he's like, "Yeah, this is definitely a very good thing for me, right? Like, it's a total new level of self awareness, like totally new, right? I'm so this is a good thing, right? This is a
All
good thing."
complete bullshit.
Yeah, everything he said was just bullshit. The only thing that wasn't bullshit was his outfit, his marriage outfit. That was actually pretty good.
Yeah, he looked clean as fuck. He really did.
He did look
And-
pretty
And
fly.
shout out to the intro, like how they all walked in.
Dude, that
was
intro,
kind of dope, wasn't it?
that intro. Yes, it was.
Indian weddings are amazing to watch if you have 7 hours to spare. So, the only
Man.
Indian wedding that I could not get behind was Jenny and Sumit.
Yeah,
Well, that's
like,
only a half Indian wedding.
you-
That's half Indian, half Florida. So anything could happen, right?
like, you
Palm Springs.
even God
Springs.
was like,
She's
yeah, I
from
can't
Palm
let
Springs?
this happen. I can't let this happen. This is too much. Remember when he proposed and it started raining? That was God's way of saying, like,
He
guys,
was
wrap
crying.
it up.
God was crying.
Yeah, wrap this shit up. Stop it.
But yes, Deep D and Shake. I think that this again goes to the editors of the show, right? Because like all the episodes, they had been showing Deep D as this like just wanting his love. They didn't focus on what she deserves, right?
Mhm,
Like with this viewpoint that you're talking about, they
Yeah.
didn't focus on that with her. They focused
Yeah.
on his superficialness and how she's the greatest thing ever to ever happen to him, except that it's like kissing his aunt, you
Mhm.
know, which I mean, how do you come back from that? And you know, everybody's just telling her this stuff that he's
Yeah.
telling everybody, so you know she's hearing it. Like really, and I don't think that they focused very much on what she was looking for and what she just kept talking about how much she loved him and how much she loved him and how great it was. And then they started showing that, well, I don't know why we haven't had sex yet. And they started showing some of that. And you know, there was more footage of this stuff. They just chose not to show it until these ending episodes. Ending episodes.
The end. Hell
The
yeah.
ender episodes.
God,
So
I'm not even under the influence of anything.
We'll move it right into the money shot, if you will. Right there at the altar, they did their dancing. Dipsy come out, and she looks absolutely gorgeous, even more gorgeous. I mean, this woman, there's just not a bad angle to her.
Mhm.
I think she was flexing on purpose, bro.
You think
Like, she
so?
was like, look, I'm gonna murder. I'm gonna go out there, the baddest bitch he has ever seen in his motherfucking life.
And in all
right?
fairness, he reacted as such. He was
Yep.
like, God damn.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
God damn. So then they get to the altar, they do their traditional thing, and then they ask them, like, Dipti, do you take this fucking ass clown as your husband? And she's like,
Fuck no.
I gotta say, dude, you're kind of cool. You drive a Tesla, your apartment is pretty
You're
nice.
bet, so there's that.
Yeah, but you're also kind of a dick, so I choose myself.
So no.
And dude, give her a horn, because that one was a bad moment right there. That's a
And
that's
when
in a
she
good way,
said he doesn't deserve me, I think like cheers went up around the world.
yeah.
Because she absolutely they showed this strong, confident Deep D that we know was always there, but that the editing chose not to show.
Mhm.
And then you see this, and now she's like the queen of the universe. Right
Like
now.
this segment was a whole feel good moment.
Yeah.
It really was.
It was a whole move. Like, because right after that part, and then you see, like, Shake was all sorts of fucked up after that. He was like, it's okay. It's still a celebration, people. Beat that
That's what I was
motherfucker
gonna
drum."
ask you. That's what I was gonna ask you. Which way? Because like obviously we've all been hurt in our lives. We've all been hurt. Like we've all been rejected. Let's just say that, right? Like for example, I asked this girl out, and she was like, "No," and I was like, "Oh shit." Well, can you just not tell anybody that I asked you out? And then she told everybody, and I felt I deserved that. I'm a dick, and it was humiliating. I was hurt. Now my question, and of course I acted a fool. But my question to you guys is: do you think that he acted the way that his reaction? Do you think that it was due to that it was due to Dipti actually leaving him, or do you think that he actually felt relief?
I think there was a combination of
Mhm.
all of it. I think he was humiliated that he wasn't the one to tell her no.
Mhm.
That she did that first, and she got to tell him off and walk away from him. And I think his ego couldn't handle it because look, what's one of the first things he says? Well, I was gonna tell her no anyway, or whatever, or some bullshit, right? He says something like that, which was
Yeah.
the equivalent of like when guy on Tinder is like messaging a girl and
Mm.
messaging her, hey pretty, hey beautiful, and she doesn't respond, and you there, and then, well, you're a bitch anyway, and you're ugly, like that. It's that was the equivalent. That was the way.
We saw that in
He
real life.
literally, like, he had everybody gather. He's like, for real, I was the one who was more on the fence. Okay. See, I didn't go first. Had I said yeah, then she would have said yeah. Because I'm motherfucking Shake. Right? He got an ego, man. His ego was beat to shit right then, and I loved it.
But he was
Right?
going to Nobu on Sunday.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, because he got reservations for him and his wife, right?
No,
Come on.
like-
Come on. That's exactly why. Oh, why the fuck else would you have reservations to Nobu by yourself?
2 days
exactly.
after your wedding.
Mhm.
Exactly.
That's for him and his wife
Mhm.
that he ain't got now because she chose herself.
Yeah. So yeah, he's gonna go back to his fitness routine and all of that good stuff. And Deep's mom's like, "Yes, I'm proud of you, no matter what." And then
Shake's mom.
Shake's mom was also like, "Yeah, that good for her. Yeah, my son ain't shit."
My son didn't deserve her.
You see Shake's mama start a slow clap in the background, like. It's like, yeah, my son an asshole. I know. Thank you for not marrying him.
Sweet baby Jesus.
Yeah.
Then there's Deep's like, "What do you think?" And she's like, "You know what? One day he's gonna realize that I was the best thing that ever happened to him, but by then it's gonna be too late, and I won't be there anymore. Unless I'm single, then I will probably be there." But other than that, she's like, "He doesn't deserve me."
I don't think this was game time decision either. I think she already knew she was.
She knew
she was going to do this in episode 6.
Yeah.
Episode 6, she know this was going to happen. You know what? I'm going to play this game. All right. And I'm going to light his ass up. Hey, officiant, can you make sure that you ask me, do I take this motherfucker first? Because I got some stuff to say to him. Okay. Thank you very much. Hold on. I got to make sure that I'm the baddest bitch he's ever seen while I'm doing this.
Boom. Right? And she did. She looked
mic drop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shout out to Deepti, man.
Fuck yeah, dude.
No, that had to hurt Shake. I don't give a fuck what he's trying to sit here and say. That had to hurt.
No, 1000%. He was hurt.
If you're listening, please contact us because we'd love to have you on the show,
Fucking
on their
Louis.
show, my show, whatever, any show.
Whatever.
We don't
Oh,
care.
yeah. We'd love to have you anywhere. But yeah, that wraps it up for Shig and Deep Sea. And I say that Deep Tea now because they're no longer Sheep Tea.
No more sheep tea.
No more Sheep Tea, dude. Sheep Tea broke
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
No
all
more
right,
sheep tea.
No more cheap D.
But you know who the next couple is, EJ?
I do.
Shane and Natalie.
We
Shane
got
and
Shane and
Natalie.
Natalie. All right.
Yeah.
So on this one, bro, this one threw me for a whole loop too.
Yeah.
Like this is the one where I actually just sent to you in all caps. I just like nigga. Like you know how you have that moment, like that was all I could say. Right?
Oh.
All right, because like let me tell the story. So so
Story time
all,
with EJ.
Yeah. So they all get out like we find out that they get into a big fight the night before. You know, he said some foul shit and you know, she asked him if he had too much to drink and he really lost it after that.
Which is a sure sign that yes, he did in fact have too much to drink.
Oh yeah, he totally did. And he says when he shows up and he said some shit he didn't mean, and when he was asked what he said, he's like, I don't want to talk about the fight. Yeah, no shit, because you said some really bad shit and you're worried about if she's gonna marry you today now. Right?
Damn.
So he said it's ideally they both say yes and just move past it. And because like Natalie, she's getting her hair did with her while Shane's talking with his groomsmen. And you saw in her face, like she was just like, fuck this guy. Like she didn't even have a happy face.
Mm-mm.
No,
Not at all.
No, she was not happy.
And you seen her all fucking season, all bubbly, right?
Uh-huh.
With
That
a
she had a
little-
permagrin the entire
Yeah, with
time.
a little with her cute smile and her guidance counselor voice, just happy, right?
Yeah.
And then she got to a point she was like, yo, she did not look happy right now.
Mm-mm.
And you know, like we find out he told her that in order for her to say whatever she said, like maybe they shouldn't get married. Like I don't know what she said, but he was like, I guess he threw out that hold on, wait, this is something too. Shout out to Delilah. I love you so much, girl. Look at that. You think that happened?
I low-key think Shane said shit.
You think he said some racist shit?
Because they said what he said.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Like she repeats it. She's like, "Oh, so you really do hate me and think I'm the worst thing that ever happened to you?"
Okay, how long do you think he just said 2 sentences and quit? No, Shane was
but you
on
have to
one.
remember, I watched the tell-all reunion today. So I have the benefit of having advanced knowledge of the discussion of this.
And there was no racist remarks.
Nothing that no.
I don't see. He doesn't strike me as a racist person as much as he just strikes me as a violent drunk. You know what I mean? Like the way that makes sense. No, I see him more as a violent drunk than a racist. That's what I'm trying to say.
He said his whole family's drunks.
Yeah, because they're from like Milwaukee.
Or wherever he's from. Is that where he's from?
Yeah. He's from Wisconsin. Like they were born with a blood alcohol content.
Have babies come out with a beer in hand.
Right, right. Baby's first bush.
Yeah.
I mean, the beer.
Welcome home, son. Here's a beer. Like, Dad, I'm 8 minutes old. Like,
it's all right.
It's all right. You'll catch up.
Yeah. How about Baby Bush?
He's first bush.
Man. And so then you see, because they did this for all of the couples, right? How they show all of their happy moments, right? And then they show all of their bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, this is what they used to look like. This is how they looked like last week before, you know what I mean? We released this episode. And we see Nan and Don talking. And shout out to Don this whole episode. He was Dad of the Year.
Yeah, for sure.
Dad of the Year whole episode. Like, I almost envy guys like him because it took me a while to figure my life out. And I got a bunch of kids. Shout out to him. Right? Wow. You know, and she said that, you know, if she didn't love him, like it was a good thing they got to talk as much as they did in the pods, because just meeting Shane and him doing this bullshit, they would have not made it a long time ago, she said. And
go ahead. I didn't like them together from the beginning, but I don't know. I can't articulate exactly why I didn't like them. Maybe you guys can, but
they grew on me. I didn't at first. Like at first, I didn't
Like a
get it.
mold?
Yeah, a little bit. And it's like, oh, this is some cute mold. Look at it. Like, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, they grew on me. It took me. I think around about episode 4, I was like, all right, I kind of like these two.
All right.
Like Shane just started because like sometimes people are just dopes. Like maybe he's just a dope with a good heart. Like that's what I was thinking. And
Okay.
yeah, you know,
All
I
right,
didn't
all right.
realize I didn't see angry drunk in there, but maybe that's a thing. And I
Well,
get it.
we saw it on the last episode. Remember when he was calling Salvador a bitch because he almost hit a home run and he didn't. He fucking struck out like
Oh, right. He was like off the chain angry about
yeah. So
all
add
of that.
now add the fact that he's about to get married and he just met this lady and his feelings are all fucked up and I think he's a little messed up in the head too and just everything just combined and hit him at the same time and he just got
Yeah.
too fucked up, went
Mhm.
home, told her he hated her and just projected some shit on her and
Yeah.
he was
Yeah.
like, Shane, how could you? And he's like, I don't fucking care. And some and yeah, and he's like, I hate you. You're the worst thing that ever happened to me, and all that other stuff. And yeah, I think I pretty much think that it all led up to that fight.
So
Here's
so
where I
when
got a
that
little. Oh, go ahead.
oh no. Well, go
No,
ahead.
I was
Finish
about
your
to
story
say.
time.
Yeah, no. Here's where it got a little cryptic for me. Okay,
Hmm.
when I was watching it and like you know, Shane's mom like walks into the wedding and gets seated, and Nana's just sitting there looking at her like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
You
that was
know what I
tough.
mean? It was
You
a
know
look
what?
like it's like why your face look like that? Your baby finna get married. Like
I I watched that episode twice, right? Once like the first time and the second one to take notes.
Right.
The first time I didn't notice it. The second time I'm just seeing this poor lady just sit down looking at this other lady like I'm sorry. And the other woman is like, it's okay.
sheesh.
Like they were planning brunch together, and now they're like, "Fuck, now we can't," because like both of our kids are,
Yeah.
they got into a fight, and now they don't want to get married.
Yeah. Now they can't be friends and they
Like,
can't, have each other over for bunko night. It's just it threw a wrench into everything.
yeah,
Okay, listeners, viewers, I
mhm.
want you to chime in here. If after everything died down and Shane was out on the grass doing his like taekwondo moves, whatever the hell he was doing out there, all angry, talking to the camera, not talking to the camera, whatever he was doing, the car pulls up to take him away. Who out there was low-key hoping that Shayna was going to be driving that thing?
Who
That would have been interesting.
get
I
in?
mean, like
We're
that was the
going
meme
dating.
that was happening in my head. I'm like, I need to make a meme out of that.
Yeah, that would be a trashy whole spin-off reality show. They'd put that one would have to go on WeTV though. You can't put that on Netflix.
Yeah, absolutely would.
That's some WeTV shit right there.
This week on Shane and Shayna.
Matt Sharp, are you listening?
Dentist? Yeah, yeah, I know Sharp. Fucking get on it.
That's right up your alley.
Man, and then so they all make it up to the to the altar. And you know, like she walks Natalie down, she comes out, she's looking great too. And you know, he's like, look, Shane James Jansen, which that's like
What a
Jansen.
name, bro.
Yeah, that's very he has a fretboard
Milwaukee.
name. Shane
He
Jansen.
definitely sounds like somebody who date rape people in college. Yeah.
Me and him have the same middle name though, so I can't hate on his whole name. The rest of the Shane
What?
Jansen sucks.
Wait a minute. What?
Me and him have the same middle name.
Is that what the
Really?
J stands for in EJ?
James, yeah.
Really?
That's my daughter's middle name too.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lennox James. That's her middle name.
Doggy, I didn't know that.
Jaymes though. To soften it up a little bit, but that's her middle name. Yeah.
I've known you for 9 years. I didn't know that.
Well, you
You
should
didn't?
ask your friend questions sometime. Maybe.
You never just wondered what the fuck the J was even for?
I just knew Everett, and then the J was J. I don't know.
Okay.
I never knew that.
Yeah, you learned something new today.
I did.
And she's known me about 35 minutes. Right. And she found out before you. I think
Yeah.
I picked the wrong friends. I think I need to BFF with
Yeah.
Katrina because you didn't even care. You didn't even
Dude,
care.
you guys gonna stop podcasting together too? It's Katrina and EJ.
Yeah, we're gonna start recording behind your back.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, God, what is this? What is this? I hear you're part of the frauded
Frauded
media.
network of yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Frauded
like
media
wrestling.
network.
What do you call it? You turn heel in wrestling where you just like switch your
Yeah.
game up?
Yeah, like
Yep.
when Hulk Hogan went to WCW and formed the NWO. I'm like, dude, what
Right.
the fuck, man? You just let me hang.
No, bro. Not for nothing though. I think we are the actual dark side. You know what I mean?
We are.
Katrina's like the good guys. I think we're the
No,
actual
I'm
dark
not.
side.
You have no idea how much
we curse
people
too
hate me.
much. Huh?
The
They be
people,
all right.
people hate me, and they're very vocal about their hatred of me.
I don't get it though. I don't
know.
get it. You like every time I've talked to you, you're really nice. Every time we like in any interaction we've had, it's always been incredible. Like I've never had a bad time with you on the mics, off the mics, anytime.
I appreciate that very much.
Yeah, I don't get it why people hate.
I don't hate you if it matters at all. I think you're
All
kind of
right.
dope. I think
Thank
you're kind of
you.
dope. All right. Just saying.
All right.
Yeah. So they asked Shane James if he takes Natalie Nina Lee. Why did they say their whole names like that though?
I don't know, dude.
Just to make certain it was the right person.
It almost felt like I was like, ew, don't say that. Those are my friends. I was like, that's how I felt when they were saying like I'm like, just call them Shane and Natalie.
Did you see how
Yeah,
he was
like at my
freaking out?
wedding, we just did first names. I had to
Yeah.
think about it for a second.
And think about it. Everybody that came to the wedding fucking knows you.
Yeah.
It's not like they're going to get confused.
Like
The
just
other
in case-
Natalie.
Yeah.
Well, see, now if you get married, EJ, I won't be like, his middle name James? I didn't know that. Guys, you guys know this? I didn't know that was James. Like I would like now I'll be like, yeah, that is his. You don't know that? Well, are you his friend?
Everett James Edmonds.
Yeah. The second. Yeah.
The second.
Ooh.
Oh, see, I didn't know that either.
Damn.
Yeah. I'm the second. I'm named after my grandfather.
No shit.
Yeah.
All
Dude,
right.
my
All right, then.
grandfather, my dad, and myself, we all have the same name.
Like, well, so aren't you like the fifth or the sixth then, huh?
I'm like the third.
So
Oh,
we call
shit.
you Trip.
Trip.
All right. So in your defense, I did not know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
We
Yeah. I just figured it out.
Look
You know,
at
the longer I
frauded
talk to
media
you,
is
the more I
bringing friends
realize,
together.
yeah, the more I realize we ain't fucking friends, Miguel.
Yeah, I don't think we are, dude.
We ain't friends. Fuck you, dude. All right.
Fuck you too, man.
Oh Lord.
All right, I'm gonna get through this, man. So he says when he asks him, he says 1,000 times over, yes, right?
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
And then they cut to Natalie, and I seen it in her eyes.
She
Yeah.
was like, mm-mm.
Yeah, it was in her eyes. She was like, "Fuck you." Like whatever he said, I think he might have said something racist, dude. I don't know.
Now, I don't know if you noticed, EJ, but that wasn't even the same wedding dress.
I did not know.
What do you mean? Same wedding dress that she
was not. Yeah, the one
that
she
she-
picked,
Oh, really?
it wasn't the same.
Yeah,
So,
maybe she's saving that one for her real wedding.
Yeah, she definitely is. She's like, you know what? This is for my real wedding. This one's just a backup. This is for the show.
The ones that they pick out are really just like ones for that like production brings them. So like
Yeah, I don't know.
mean,
Maybe
there was something wrong with the one production chose for her. I don't know.
no, she wasn't wasting the dope dress that she loves on this fool. Like that's what it is. She put on a fuck 'em dress and a veil and just walked down the aisle. That's what she was.
like,
with
I
it.
don't want to bother getting all like undergarments and
When you
and-
zip it up in the back, it just zips up into a shape of middle finger. It's just like, yeah, fuck this. I'm done.
It was a I'm with stupid dress.
Yeah.
Right?
something borrowed, something blue. Was it no something old, something new, something borrowed? Fuck you.
Yeah. But she did say afterwards, she was like, look, I still love you. We just got some shit to sort through. She said that at the altar, and I get it, because like for real, like she loved the dude.
She
Mhm.
did.
right? But I just think she was really, really pissed about what got said. And like, that argument's still fresh, like less than 12 hours ago. And I'm supposed to sit here and it's supposed to be the happiest day of my life. And I'm supposed to pledge my undying love to you. And you said some racist shit. Okay. No.
She didn't say racist. He didn't say racist shit. Look at you
Oh
making
no.
shit up.
Sometimes the truth is more entertaining than the lie's
that's
more
fair.
entertaining than the truth. So
Yeah. The
yeah,
more
I'm
you
gonna go
know.
with that.
Oh, and we also got some love for Katrina. See, people really
Oh,
love you.
thank you. Thank you, Delia.
Delilah, say her
Delilah.
name.
Jesus, I can't read. Y'all. My eyes are so bad.
No, Delilah's the homie, man. She is.
Mm,
She be dropping bombs on our lives all the time. She be doing it.
sure is.
Yeah.
Sure is.
All right.
Yeah. So then after that, they kind of storm off, and they do the whole thing where they just happen to storm off to the same place
Mhm.
afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing beats last season's with what's her name running out and like tripping and falling in the dirt in her wedding dress.
Oh, I forgot her name. The Colombian
Gia?
girl.
Yeah.
Is it Gia?
Janina.
Janina. Yeah,
Janina.
Yeah.
that one
And
was
what was
funny.
that dude's name? Because they didn't get married.
No,
Uh,
but they kept dating.
They did. They
and then
did.
he like dated other people from like other reality shows, and I was like, you guys are garbage.
Garbage.
You are garbage people. That's what you are at this point.
Yeah, so they run off together.
They do. They run off together. And apparently at this point now, like him not being able to hit a baseball ain't the most embarrassing thing that ever happened to him no more.
Fair to say.
I think you got to get the flowers to this one, bro. Like this one really sucks.
Facts.
Right? Yeah.
Mhm.
And then Natalie, like she says some really deep shit about like why she couldn't say yes today. And this is where I leave it as. But I think she says, like, when I look at my dad, like I feel safe, I feel protected. You know what I mean? I didn't feel that with Shane. When I looked into his eyes, I felt like on edge and scared.
I mean, when they were holding hands and they were like in the middle of the ceremony, the dude looked like he was warming up to box her. Did you see what he was moving? He was like,
Because he can't sit still.
he's like, like I swear to God, he was like this at one point. He's like, boom, let's bump him and fucking let's get on with this fight. It was like, no, Shane, you're not fighting, you're getting married. What
Yeah.
are you doing, bro?
Yeah, I ain't mad at her for this one.
Yep.
It's cool.
Nope. I don't think anybody's mad at her for that one.
Mhm.
But I will say I did not expect it to go like that.
Same.
I did not
Nothing-
expect it. either,
Yeah,
correct.
nothing about the season. And then they just kind of threw the curveball in. She gets out the thing and she's like, we just had a big fight. He said some racist shit. I'm sticking with it. But
He
no.
did not say racist. Look, I'm not a Shane fan. I'm certainly not a Natalie fan. I don't know why everybody loves her and thinks she's a little darling. I'm not a fan of hers. But he kind of grew on me a little bit. I
Shane
think
did?
in the way that like they as a couple grew on you. Like he kind of grew on me. Like you could see that like underneath that date rapey exterior, there's like some kind of real feelings. Like he's got some real feelings and he doesn't know how to he was never taught how to communicate that stuff. So
Mhm.
he makes jokes and he does all this stuff, and then she makes jokes and she's sarcastic, and then he gets hurt because she's like making these like sarcasm, like deadpan jokes about no, you're a piece of shit, and she's totally kidding, but he's like, you know,
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's what's happening.
yeah, and then pounds his glass of wine and takes off
No,
running
no.
in the sand.
He pounds his old fashioned.
Right.
Because he has an old fashioned fountain.
Oh no,
Yeah.
old-fashioned
That's
fountain.
all I want. That's all I want.
Hey,
Let
that
me
was
live
for his
fountain.
father. He wanted an old fashioned whatever.
I'm
Yeah.
sure his father would have been like, no, Shane, just have a regular cup like a fucking normal person. Why do you
Yeah.
want a fountain for? What are you, crazy?
Yeah, just have a guy behind the bar make you some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Waste all that good booze on a fountain.
Mhm.
All
Mhm.
right. So you want to go ahead and give us the next reveal here?
Yes.
Trivial.
All
Boys.
right. Let's talk about Malvador.
Malvador. Yes. They're getting ready today. And Sal is like, I don't know yet. She really hasn't shown me any sound of commitment. So basically he's saying like, I don't I don't know. And then it didn't help when they played the recaps of like Mallory talking to Jer Bear, right? Jer Bear, and he's like, do you want to get married? She's like, well, I don't have to get married, you know. And Salvador's like, I want to go home.
Because Nick sent him
That
over
was
there to listen.
sad.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
Because he was
Nick
in
sent
love. He
him
was
over.
trusting his baby, right? He didn't sing a "Hey there, Malice pinche salsa," right? He was in love, right? He was like, I trust my lady. He's like, no, bruh, go over there and listen to what her and Jer Bear are talking about right now.
Yeah.
You know Nick was on that shit, man. You know he was.
On that one,
He totally was.
dude. That first night was epic. When he went back and he's like, dude, I got so much to tell you, Danielle. Let me just start. And she's like, I'm having a mental breakdown. He's like, what? She's like, I've been closet for like 6 hours. He's like, I've only been going for 2. What are you talking about? She's like,
You were walking away with a girl.
it's like, you mean I was trying to tip her because she gave me drinks, and he's like, listen, no, I got so much gossip. She's like, you hate me. He's like, no, we met. Remember the Notebook, and this is a new chapter, and we're love. And she's like, I'm fucking crazy. And he's like, God damn it, this is crazy. This is crazy, and you're crazy.
What even is happening here?
Go to sleep.
Yeah. She stole all his damn joy. All of it. Like he just wanted to be a nosy bitch. Like he was on a reality show. You know he watches reality shows when he's not on them. And he was like, oh shit, now I'm
totally,
on
100%.
Let me make this interesting.
And he just wanted to come back and tell his partner in crime about all of this stuff that just happened. And she had an imaginary fight inside her imaginary head with imaginary Nick. And real Nick was not part of any of that. So when real Nick comes back, and she'd been spending the last 3 hours arguing with imaginary Nick, real Nick had to then step in and be like, what the fuck happened? I've been gone. How can you be mad at me? What did I do?
And meanwhile, fake Nick's on the beach waving like, hey, that's your problem now, buddy.
Oh God. And you seen him when he came back, he was all in a good mood. He was happy. So, babe, let me tell you about this. It's like, I saw you were having fun down there. It's like, huh? Oh, you serious? Like, what we doing this right now? What we fighting for? Right?
Exactly.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
But shout out to the newly married couple, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give them their respect.
Still, yeah, they did it. They did it. So at this point, we know Mallory is 100% in, and then Salvador is like, yes, I got her a mariachi band. I think she is, and I'm gonna tell you.
Did you believe her by then? Because I didn't.
I know this is why I think she is, okay, because this is the type of girl who said, I am like a dude's girlfriend, you know, like I want to go to the game. So in a way, what she's trying to say is, I got this big ego, right? I got this big ego that can't be hurt. Along comes, sweet old Salvador singing his little heart out, making her salads, lighting on the praying candles.
With his tap shoes on.
Yeah. Like she's like, wait a minute. This guy's not trying to be like a dude. He doesn't want to like bump chest and go to the game. He wants to like stay home and read a book and watch Love Is Blind season 3. Like this guy's a sweet guy. So I feel like she put her guard down. This guy was able to get in. And now that he's in, he's like, yeah, I don't want this. She was like, wait, you don't want this? You don't want no. Let me tell you this. You want this now. You want that. Now I want you. How do you like that? Now I want you. So this is exactly how it played out. He got in, and then he's like, "No, thank you. I'm out." And then she's like, "Whoa, no, wait, no. We want you in here. We want you in. Come back, sir. Come back in. We're not done. No." He's like, "No, I'm done. I want to go sing outside. I don't want to sing in here anymore."
Yeah, I'm taking my ukulele and I'm leaving.
Yeah. He put a little what's it called? Little pouch at the end of his ukulele, and then put it over his shoulder, and he's like, I'm done.
like the hobo stick.
Yeah, the hobo stick.
But with his ukulele.
So
I don't know. I just never got the feeling from her, even up to the last minute. Like, I never got the feeling that she was 100% in with him. Like, I just never got it. Like, she played the role well, she said the right things and she did the right things. and he said and did the right things, but I never quite got there with
You
them.
think it was a whole front? You think it was for real?
No, I don't think it was a front. I think that I don't know, like she was trying to convince herself, because
Maybe.
he's good on paper, right?
So
Like
she was doing
he's,
what Shake was doing.
but not with any nefarious intent. Like I think she genuinely thought like Sal was like the good guy and the guy that she should be with. And she genuinely cared for him, and she probably loved him on some level, but I didn't get the, like, I got more chemistry, you know. I have more chemistry with my vibrator than they had with each other. So
No, I
I
think they've
just,
been smashing. They talk like they was getting it in.
yeah, but I just didn't feel it. I didn't get the warm fuzzies
Hmm.
for them at all. I mean, I think they're both great people, and I think they both wanted it to work, but it just wasn't. There was something missing there.
I mean, because like Salvador is all about feelings. Like he just wants to feel everything, like feel it all, right? And he even said, he was like, "I love her. I fell in love with her." And he was like, "I really don't know what I'm gonna say. I need to go see her. I need to go look her in the eyes. You know what I mean? I need to hold her hands and see how this feels." That would be a drinking game. Like every time Salvador says "feel," you have to drink.
But every time he feels something. Also, Katrina, earlier you mentioned the mariachi band. Now,
Yeah.
I'm no expert in mariachi bands, but I have seen a couple throughout my time, and I gotta say, this fucking band was awful. Like, it almost made me think, like, were they out drinking with Shane last night? Because this guys were fucking, they were not good.
That was all that production could afford
Yeah.
or find at the last minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the laziest wedding song.
They were just like, guys, 3, 2, I don't know, fucking wing it.
Just do whatever, I guess, maybe.
So yeah, the mariachi band didn't help, and of course, once they got to the altar, she said, "Yes, you're everything that I want. You're my soulmate. You're the guy that I want." And he's like, "You are all of that, then some. But I have to say that I cannot marry you." And at that point, my heart was like, "What the fuck did he just say?" And I was like, "Well, little heart," he said no, and my heart's like, "What?" And EJ, you and I were exchanging text messages. That was one of the.
Were y'all crying? Because I think there were some tears around the world.
Oh yeah,
for them. I mean, I liked them both. I wanted to see that love and spark and excitement, and we didn't get to because prices.
You know what? Now that I think about it, there is that you're right. Like, you know what? Now the more we talk about it, the more I think it was like at 90%. Like it was almost there now.
Yeah,
you know?
But it wasn't quite.
It kind of makes sense. Yeah, okay. Now I'm starting to see it that way too.
You're starting to think that I'm right. That's good.
Yeah,
you should think that I'm right. I'm always right.
I think. I think they were almost there. It wasn't complete, and one of the reasons he's dropped was that he doesn't know her family very well, which is fair, but it's also like.
I don't think it was that he didn't know the family well. I think it was more along the lines of
I don't know you that well.
No, you remember because then it cut back to where Tiffany, her sister Tiffany, was like, "Yo, just off of this one conversation, I can't give you my blessing to be married." And he was like, "Look, I want everybody to be comfortable with what happened. I want everybody's approval, blah blah blah." And I think from that standpoint, Salvador's a real stand-up dude, because you see, even after he said no, and Mallory was just like, "Bye," and she walks off. He was like, "Hey," he comes out, he addresses the crowd. He's like, "Yo, I don't even know what to say right here." Okay,
I don't know you.
Yeah, but what I do want to say, I want to address her family. You know what I mean? Like, I'm really sorry about the way things went down, and I really, really do appreciate you being here for us. Right?
Yeah,
Real stand-up thing to say right there.
Horn, please.
There you go.
So yeah, after they're all gone, Mallory comes out to find him, and this is how I know that
this was the sweet. Yeah.
And that's what he tells her. It's like, listen, I don't want to make anything official until everybody's on the same page, and I want us to feel better. And she's like, okay, in my heart, I kind of knew you weren't 100% sure, but I get it. I get it. And then he's like, would you have said yes if I asked you, if I said yes? Which is something that it was kind of like a little callback to like I'm sorry, Jared.
Jer
Going
Bear.
like,
Care
Jared, Bear,
Bear.
what would you say if I asked you to marry me? Yeah. I was like, don't say that, Sal, because that ended up that was a bad strategy for Jared. So but no, she's like, I don't know. Maybe yes. I don't know. And they didn't ask me first, so you kind of fucking had it. You won. You won. So he's like, all right, well, listen, regardless of all this, I want us to remain in each other's lives, not as friends, just in each other's lives. And Mallory's like, cool, like in a relationship. He goes, slow down, girl. All right. Let's go
But
on a
then he was like,
first."
"You want to go on a date with me?"
Yeah, he's
And
like,
I was
let's go on a
like,
date first. Let's take it easy, all right? So
I mean, I see what he was doing there. He said he basically was like, "Look, can we just let's take a couple days and be out of these cameras for a few days, and process everything, and then sit down and talk about it."
right.
I get it.
Because
sure.
with the show and the pressure to get married and all of the things, like maybe these are couples that would have maybe they would never have met and wouldn't have made it because they wouldn't have been attracted enough to each other to get to know each other.
Mhm.
But at the same time, maybe some of these couples would have made it had it not been for the pressure cooker of the marriage just coming up. Like if they had just been allowed to date.
If they have more time. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's rushed, really. It's all there is. Like
Yeah,
if I was
why
one of
does it
them,
have to end in marriage? Why can't you just because
yeah.
I know the show and sensationalism and blah blah. Yeah. You don't need to educate me on that. I know that. I mean, I'm speaking, more.
Katrina's like, I have a black belt in that, and
I have
no.
a PhD in reality TV. I really
So
should have one. Like, I feel like Matt Sharp should give me an honorary PhD.
I
Yeah.
feel like you should. I feel like yeah. He should
Tweet at him.
definitely
That's
do
how you
that.
get people's attention. You add him on the Twitter. Is that how you do it?
Matt Sharp probably has me blocked. He's probably so sick of my shit. Oh, it's her again, like a gnat, like an annoying little gnat. What is she
Yeah, and
spoiling this time?
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
And so I want to give another shout out to something Sal said that made a lot of sense.
Mhm.
All right. You
Mhm.
remember the part where he was kind of, I think it was a talking head. He was like, when I was holding her hands at the altar, like, I felt like whatever it was we needed to make this work, we needed more of it at that
Mhm.
moment. Right.
I
I
agree.
don't know. I just think he's very, very
Articulate.
articulate. Present is the word I'm looking for. He's very, very
I
present
can
in
see
what's
that.
going on.
Yeah.
You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I think that
Yeah.
makes all the difference. And like I said, he just made himself one of the most eligible bachelors.
Yeah, I think I agree because I mean, Sal has more brain cells in his left pinky than like Shane does in his entire body. So
And Sal can hit
Two
a
front,
baseball in some
in his
tap
two
shoes and
front
tight
teeth.
fucking pants, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, that's all we got for Malva, Sal, and Mallory. I think in the future these two are gonna end up together. I don't think she's gonna let him go that easy. And I think
Nah.
it's gonna be her that chases after him, honestly.
I don't know though. Because
Yeah,
let me tell you what's about to happen with like these people are for all intents and purposes celebrities now.
that's
They
not
got
that
they
far,
got
but
people sliding into their DMs left and right.
yeah.
Like, look, when he was like, look, I was on the most popular show on Netflix.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? For pretty much 2 weeks and running now. Like, it's been millions of eyes I want to do. Everybody's tweeting about it. Like, I went on Twitter the other day, 5,000 tweets in the last hour. You know why? Because I'm motherfucking Mallory. Okay.
Mm.
I'm sure her head's getting big like that, and she's just gonna have people dudes shooting their shot. 'Cause
Yeah,
she's
but even
gorgeous.
if your head gets that big, and we know this from comedy too, even if your head gets that big, you still kind of want to go back to that one person who like either embarrassed you or hurt you and be like, "Look at me now, motherfucker," and they're like, "Okay, I don't
Yeah,
care.
and Salvador about to be famous too. Shit.
Yeah, so she's definitely gonna be like, I know, no, he's mine. I will murder every fucking woman out here. And dude, that's lies in his DMs. That's fucked up, man. I was in AGTV and I got nothing. I got one person tagged me on one picture, and then when I clicked on it, I was like, oh shit, that is my other account. Like, this is stupid. I feel so silly. It's like nobody knows, nobody tags me. I'm lonely.
Well, weren't you on that show with your beautiful wife?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that was fun.
mhm.
That was
Yeah,
fun.
you got overshadowed, bruh.
I did.
Yeah.
They interview us like,
and like all
nice.
of the throngs of single women weren't going to throw themselves at you because they're like, oh well, look at Jenna. Sorry, I ain't gonna mess with that.
They probably did. Like, they probably messaged her like, "Is this dude like?" And she's like, "No, he's crazy. Don't date him." It's like, I actually
No,
regret it.
guys,
You can
he's
have
a
him.
paid actor. He's not really my husband.
Oh, then we don't want him anymore.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, the only two people that I can say that I do want, and I do want you, EJ, to pretty much talk to us about it are Ayana and Jared.
Oh yeah.
All right. So this
That's
is where
couple.
yeah, like this one, I don't know. I was worried about how this one was gonna go too.
After
But
all
Do
of
you
the
guys call her sloppy seconds or no?
Number two. She's number two.
Call her number two.
Yeah.
number
Oh.
two.
Yeah.
Who does number two work for?
Yeah, so she and like I all right, well I'll tell you in a minute how we got there, but you know she walks into a room and she sees her fresh white Air Max 97s, which I
Mhm.
thought was dope. I'm a sneakerhead. I love shit like that.
I was
Right.
gonna ask you about
I
that
thought it
because
was cute.
Yeah.
he did promise her that though, right?
Yeah, that's
He
why I thought it
promised
was
her
cute.
Jordans, but maybe they got matching pairs of Air Maxes, which is just as fly. The 97s are by far the best ones.
Okay.
Right.
We didn't know
Alright.
anything about it. Jen and I
I
were
don't-
like, oh, he got sneakers, huh? Like that
I
was
remember him saying something about it, and then they're matching, and I thought, oh, that's cute. Okay.
Mhm. And you know, everybody's preparing for the wedding. Deja, his sister, stops by to give him some love and everything. And we see Ayana and her parents, and they're praying. They praying about this wedding.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, shout out to her parents too. They don't seem much older than her.
No, they're like
Oh, those are her adoptive parents, right? Because
Yeah.
she had like her yeah, because she had that whole like horrible
Foster,
childhood
yeah.
foster kid stuff happening and whatnot. So yeah.
That's a whole older fucker. Damn, that shit is crazy too.
Yeah, so we cut to Ayana in the talking head. She's like, look, I haven't seen the progress I've been looking for with Jared and all this shit he been doing, and like I won't even know until after we're married if there's even going to be any.
Mhm.
And I was like, I thought she was like, all right, let's postpone this. I'm not saying no, I'm saying not right now.
Mhm.
Like something like that. And you know, then they go up to the altar. You see Jerry, he walks out to his applause and everything. And we see Michael get ready to walk his baby girl down the aisle, right?
ready.
Mhm.
He's ready.
Yeah. Close second for most beautiful, because she was killing it too. She was. Close second. Like she had that
gorgeous
Halle
woman.
Berry fine, that young Halle Berry fine going on right there.
Mhm.
She's gorgeous, yeah.
Yeah. And you know, then you know, dad walks her up there and dad even says something to her like who gives this woman to be married to this man? It's like her father. He's like, oh, my daddy being extra, he's so cute, right? And then he looks at Jerry, he's like, nigga, you know I'll kill you, right? I mean, basically, he was like, look, don't fuck this up. Like, I don't remember exactly what he said. I don't think it was that, but
I think it was that. And then the mom, they cut to the mom. She was like,
probably. Like, I don't know. I feel like he was just basically like reminding him, like, look, this is serious. I hope you know that.
Yeah.
Like, what I just did for you right there is very serious. I hope you know that.
this is our baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Jared's dad is officiating, in case y'all didn't remember that. He asked everyone to rise, and you know, Ayana walks out looking like $1 million, right? That part?
Mhm. Yep.
Oh God, she looks so cute.
She does. Yeah.
yeah.
breathe.
Yeah, she did. She was. I don't know. It's something about like beauty. Like I don't know. She's just beautiful. Like it wasn't even like I don't know.
You
Like,
know
I
what it
put
is,
it
CJ? It's personality. Personality makes you shine.
Yeah, and she just has like the cute little, like, she had this cute little pixie look, but then there's like, it's like leveled up from that a little bit, like, so it's like this cute pixie look, but like instead of just being cute, it's gorgeous. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? Like the extra
Yeah.
filter on her. You did like cute pixie, and then you do like gorgeous, and that's her.
Yeah, man. And so she takes their hands and they have to speak their truth. That's what they call it.
Mm-hmm.
And
But yeah, let's speak in the truth. Speak your truth.
yeah, I forget exactly what he was saying, but he was saying some stuff, and he was like, I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you. She was like, ditto, dude. I was like, oh, you so cute, right? Ditto, dude was probably the cutest thing you could say in the middle of a wedding when somebody says
I
something.
felt like that was an inside joke with them.
Yeah.
Oh, one
Like clearly it was something that they had, you know, that some inside thing that they had. I was like, oh, that's cute. Okay.
Yeah. And then
Personalized.
so Pops asked him, he's like, do you take this woman to be your lawful wedded wife? And he went all young Jesus, like, I do. Right.
And she's like, extra.
Right. It was fun. It was fun watching them.
It was
fun. It was nice.
It was nice.
And then Jared's dad asked Ayana, and she takes a literal minute to answer.
Damn.
And she was like, I do.
Yeah.
He like exhales because he peed a little bit because she ain't said nothing.
A little bit.
Yet, right?
A little bit.
Yeah. And they are a very cute couple. Like, they cheers to the rest of their lives after the couple. Like, you know, he just married the woman of his dreams. And you know, then she's like, well, you know, this is forever. You know, you got my back. And he's like a thong in the crack.
That was
you too.
hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I turned to the hetero life mate and I was like, why don't you ever say anything romantic like that to me?
Like a thong in a crack, baby. So shout out to them. I hope all the happiness in the world for them. I think they'll do well.
Do you think that Jared was watching this when it aired, and he saw that Salvador said no, and he was just like, "Fuck, fuck."
He was like, all I had to do was say no. They asked me first and everything.
Damn it!
Damn.
Good hell.
Oh God. No, I was a little disappointed to read that Shane had said that he and Shayna had talked once or twice and they were cordial, but that was it. And I was like, God, they need to get together. But no, they couldn't. I think it's too far gone at that point. But
no,
they should have. They should have stayed. They should have been together from the beginning.
Like, Shayna won't care. You see, Shayna she is fucking shameless. She really is. She has no shame, dude. She don't give a fuck.
No,
right?
She doesn't.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they end up together. Like, I was about to say it might be on the tell-all, but you already know. Don't talk to me about it.
I'm not spoiling. Spoiler, no spoiling.
So I'm gonna end up sending you some text yelling about what I see on the TV now too.
That's right. That's right. You gotta hit me up.
Yep.
I'm gonna turn my attention now to Love Is Blind Japan and watch that one and see how that measures up to Brazil.
First episode was pretty good. I don't know about Brazil, but first episode was pretty good. There's a man in there who's like 52, so that should be good.
Japan?
Yeah.
Ooh.
He probably looks he's like 33, huh?
he looks like he's like in his 40s. Yeah, but he's like, no, I'm 53. And everybody's like, what?
Shout out to Asian people, man. They look young forever, and then all of a sudden they just start to look their age, right?
Mm-hmm.
They'll get all the way up to like 60, right? At 59, they'll look like they're 35. At midnight, at age 60, they look 60.
Yeah.
Right?
At midnight, yeah. It's just like, so
Shout out to them. Yeah.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to them, man.
But that's it. We did it.
But I thought it was black don't crack.
Black don't crack. It don't.
You don't. You really don't.
Absolutely not.
Here, Katrina, EJ's actually 75 years old.
I am.
Oh, is he? Okay.
I got great grandbabies, right?
Yeah.
So am I.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, you guys,
but yeah.
there's no better way to spend my Friday evening than here
Yeah.
with you guys.
That's what's that. This was the episode. This was episode 10, and
That's
thank
it.
you, Katrina, for joining us.
Well, next your guys are gonna go watch the tell-all now, right?
The tell-all,
So you're
yeah.
gonna cover that, and then yeah, I'll come back at me after you watch that.
We should,
Deal.
we should just to be like, hey, what do you think? Fucking, this was crazy shit.
I'm keeping my mouth shut over here.
Can I just can I just ask this? Was it like, am I gonna be shocked? Am I gonna be like, holy shit? Am I
I
gonna
don't
be
think you're
like,
gonna be shocked. It's not like a holy shit, but they do. It's not like the 90-day tell-alls where Sean is given a script and she's like, "Oh, this is really deep and interesting. Let's move on." You know, you know how she does that. They don't do that. They actually dig into the shit. All of the things that the
That's really cool.
Mallory and Sal or Jer Bear conversation and all of that. They dig into all of it.
hell, okay, so we'll get a little more info
Yeah.
on what's happening. All right, I can deal with that. I can dig that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it. That was the episode. That was season Love Is Blind season 2, episode 10. The weddings. Yeah.
The weddings.
The weddings. The weddings that never happened, that didn't happen, and the ones that did.
The wedding ceremonies.
Yeah.
That's what happened. All right. So do you know this is a fun thing we do, like to wrap up all of our podcasts. Before we do that though, sis, thank you so much. I love you. It was fun having you on here. Right. Thank you so much. Much appreciated.
Yeah.
I can't wait to do this again. I'm fixing to be on Frogcast, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. That's right. You are.
Right. Horny Jay.
Monday night. We may need you to record Monday evening.
Okay.
And I'm serious, because if we want to get an episode, yeah. So we need my husband was in the hospital last week. So
shit.
Well, he had emergency gallbladder surgery. Talking about from a man who has prior to Wednesday or Tuesday hadn't been to a doctor in 13 years. Suddenly is having what we later learned were gallstone attacks.
Oh no.
Goes to the doctor, and then 24 hours later he's in surgery. And then he was in the hospital for 2 days. It was a whole thing. But he's also my producer, so all your commenters. So we got behind a week. I don't know. No, anyway, so
yeah,
I got you.
I'll do a wrap up. We'll do a show on Monday. So
deal. I put it on there already.
On your calendar, right?
I did.
I made it to the calendar.
You are on there. You are on there, baby.
All
but
right.
yeah, this is one of the fun things we do. Like Miguel, he hates all of the titles, so we let him remake them.
I
but
do.
We just wanted to make sure
I do.
You know
I do.
I do.
I don't.
Right.
I do. I don't.
There you go. Yeah, we just wanted to show you some love for showing us some. So there's that. And listeners, everybody listening on the live, we did this whole one live. So shout out to us for that, because usually y'all just get a couple. Until the next time you hear us or see us recapping something.
Before we go, EJ, just real quick, I just want to say, for everybody watching right now and in the future, I just want to remind you, Patreon is only $1, so make sure you subscribe. All the information is on the link below. All right, $1 gets you Darcy and Stacy, Love Is Blind, 90-Day Fiancé Before the 90 Days. You get Married at First Sight. What other episode do you get, EJ?
I want my top 5 lines of the week is going to be coming back now that we're done with Love Is Blind. We took a break for a few weeks just to get caught up on that. We just didn't have the bandwidth to do them all. So top 5 lines of the week is coming back.
Katrina, we would definitely love to have you for one of those, because it's just funny. We just recap the funniest lines of the week that we say during the podcast. It's literally just like
I got your back.
We're tooting our own horn here, but it's fun. Yeah, like a thong and a crack. Thank you. So yes, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. Follow us on Instagram. All the information is below, so make sure you check it out. Also follow Katrina and leave her good reviews. All right, stop being nasty on her comments, on her review section. I read all this.
If you don't like me, don't listen to me. That's fine.
Yeah,
but you don't need to leave a paragraph talking about why you hate me.
That's just sad. Like, you know
what
what?
could they be mad at you for? You're talking about a reality show. This shit's not real. You know what I'm saying?
And I read the comments, and they're all stupid. They're all stupid. And we get some of those stupid comments. Like somebody gave us a bad review because we said that we listened to the Joe Rogan podcast with Kanye West on it. Immediately somebody was like, 1 star, Kanye and Joe Rogan supporters. I was like, but what about the rest of the fucking podcast? We work so hard on it.
Yeah.
You focus on one tiny little detail, and the rest of the podcast, you're like, yeah, fuck that.
Yeah.
No, judge
One
it.
of my favorite was when they were giving a shit for asking for 5-star reviews. I'm like, literally every single podcast that you listen to does this, but I get shit for it because I'm me. And people don't dislike Hanakawa. It's me specifically that they don't like. And you can tell, they say, Katrina's this and then she's problematic and she houses abusers in her house and shit like this. It's just like to make up things off of whatever.
Well, baby girl, this is what I need you to remember, okay? Like people that ain't doing it ain't getting hated on. They ain't getting hated on. Like, so you know what I mean? You gotta be killing it. They don't hate on bums. Like no bum get hated on. Don't no mediocre fucking people get hated on.
That's
right?
True. That's true.
That means you're on the right path, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got one of the best pieces of advice I ever got about this whole podcasting thing was actually it came via Erin Martin, who does Pink Shade, who has Erin Martin also does podcasts with Jenny McCarthy. Right. So this came from Jenny McCarthy. So basically, Jenny McCarthy has given me career advice. Basically. I mean,
technically.
might as well.
Yeah, right. Indirectly, but yes. Got you.
Hush. Jenny McCarthy said basically like that she doesn't look at her reviews anymore because she's still getting work, right? Like you can hate on her all you want, but look, she's still getting work. She's still getting paid. Like y'all can go fuck yourselves, right? Like, I mean, I have advertisers. My listeners are going up regardless of the 7 of you guys that hate me so much that you're going to come on 6 times and leave 6 different reviews under different usernames. I mean, because we can tell when some of them are the same. you know, we can tell we're not dumb.
Like, you misspelled the same word, dummy. we get it. You created a whole new account just to leave the same mistake behind.
You think I'm condescending? Okay, that means I talk down to people.
Oh my god. But either way, everybody, thank you so much, everybody, for listening, for downloading each and every week. We do appreciate it. And thank you to Katrina for taking the time of her precious time to come over here and hang out with us. And it was fun. It was fun. I really had a good time.
All sorts of fun.
And I hope you did too, Katrina.
Great way to spend a Friday night.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Talking about reality shows. That's all we do.
Right? This is like you guys are my people. So
fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. All right, EJ. Now we can land this plane.
Thank you very much. So until the next time you guys hear us recapping something, this has been Love is Blind, Season 2, Episode 10.
I choose myself.
Have a wonderful night. Did not expect that one. I thought you